I want to ask you a question. When was the last time you really tried? That might be a broad question, something that, what do you mean, tried? I mean, really put your head down and tried something and gave it your all. Really putting in the effort into something where you know you did your best. And I don't want to answer right now. Matter of fact, pause the video, take some time after the video maybe, to actually come up with a time and place in your mind where you really took the initiative and actually tried. Because for me, I'm gonna be brutally honest, I feel like there's a lot of times in my life where I could have tried, I could have done something, I could have done this, but I never did. For me, trying is something that is probably the most valuable skill and probably the most valuable thing you can probably ever learn in your life. And it sounds so easy and it sounds like such a simple thing and a simple word, and you're like, what does this even mean? But I don't want to even act philosophical when I try to mention these things, but to me, trying things in life and doing things that you're not accustomed to and that you're not comfortable with is probably the most liberating thing, in my opinion, that has made me feel the most alive. I'm just gonna say it right now. And half the reason why I even have this YouTube channel where I'm even expressing my feelings and expressing who I am as a person is because initially I really didn't want to do it, but I tried. I initially didn't want to go out and meet new people, but I was like, you know what, let me try. I didn't really want to go out and do a lot of things that I wouldn't really expect myself to do, but I tried. Because I know if I never tried, I would be the exact same person as if I never tried. I would never grow and develop into the person that I've always wanted to be. I can't speak for everybody in this case, but I'm sure a lot of people have this vision of themselves, of their perfect version of who they are. For me, I've always wanted to be a person that was always great with people. I wanted to be someone that was always calculated, smart, cunning, and someone that's always just on top of their stuff, you know what I mean? And I knew if I never tried, if I never just put myself out there and just gave it a shot, I will never know the answer to that question. And if you ask me personally, like if you never know the answer to that kind of question on who you could have become or who you could have became, that just doesn't sit well with me. I don't, that feeling is worse. That feeling is worse than trying and failing. People think that failure is this bad thing, that oh, you're not supposed to fail. People are afraid of failure. I want to tell you this right now. Failure is more beneficial to you than winning. You cannot win anything in life without failing. You can look at from all the athletes, all the scientists, anybody that you've ever seen that's successful, they have failed more than they've ever been successful. And that's because they kept trying and trying and trying and trying. They have failed so much in their lives, you guys probably don't even know their losses. And I'm saying this for the life of me. I want you guys to try things in your life because you'll never know where you can be in your life. These successful people never knew what they could have became, but only because they tried, they found out that, oh, this worked for me. I'm telling you guys this because you only live this life once. You don't have a second shot at this. I mean, you could waste your time in your bed and just rot all day, or you could just try to do things that, even though you may not be comfortable doing it, as long as you can live with yourself and be in your deathbed and tell yourself, you know what, man, at least I tried. At least I tried, man. And I promise you, you will thank yourself for giving yourself the opportunity to try. You will look back at all the times in your life and be like, you know what, man, I tried. I really went for it, even though it didn't work out. So what if it doesn't work out? So what if you fail? Life is meant for you to fail, but don't take that in a bad way. You're supposed to learn. When you fully understand that no one really cares about your failures, no one really cares. There's just people living their lives and no one's really concerned about you. No one cares. And I say that in a good way. No one is in their bed up at night sleeping thinking about you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what, man, just go for it, bro. Because let's just say you make a mistake. You should have done this, but you did that, and you did that, but you should have done this. Who cares? Go, man. Khalas, go. And I promise you, even though things can be uncomfortable, you might be scared to do those things, but there's this one saying, the things that you are the most afraid of, those thoughts that are the most scary to you, that you're scared of the most, that is your calling to do it. Just push, make the effort, and I promise you, you will be living. I want you guys to live your life. That's all I had to say, to be honest. I know I wear a little hoodie now. I had room's getting cold, so, but yeah, Faisal out.